Hello, Mech Warriors. Today I'm doing a review of what I call the chicken mechs, specifically two chicken mechs. It'll be the Shadowcat and it'll be the Uziel. And between these mechs, I think they share several things in common, which make them very versatile and very useful on the battlefield. Now, the Shadowcat is a clan mech, and it's also a omnipod mech, which means you can make it into several different mechs. That is a plus. You can make them into an energy build, an all ballistics build, or a missile build, which is really your discretion. The Shadowcat does come with jump jets and mask built in. Mask allows you to just go a little bit faster for a little bit longer. This Shadowcat is the B, and I'm using it exactly the way it comes, and it's traditionally the way I run this guy pretty much all the time. The Uziel, we'll take a look at that guy really quick. Painted almost the exact same way. You get, once again, 2 missile points and 2 energy points. The Uziel is also capable of 2 ballistic points on the right arm, so you can do something with that as well. I'm not using it in that configuration, I'm just using it this way because I'm actually quite pleased with the way this works. The benefit and advantage that the Uziel has is it has an energy point that's actually above the cockpit, with the cockpit being here and the energy point being here, and then having the one out on the arm. The Shadowcat has one on each arm, which basically means in the event you lose an arm, it's a 50-50 chance you'll lose the arm that actually has the weapon on it. And if you lose both arms, you're basically out of weapons altogether on the Shadowcat, because all the weapons are out on the arms. The Uziel actually has the missiles on the left and right torso, and it has an energy point in the center torso, which is actually technically in the head. And then you get one out on the arm. So there's pros and cons to both in this regard. Now, the big benefit between the two goes as far as with their missile points is that the missiles, when they fire from an air spear mech, all of them fire simultaneously. You push that fire button, and in this case, because both mechs are running LRM-15s, the Shadowcat has LRM-15s with Artemis, this one does not, that all the missiles leave the tube on the inner spear mech simultaneously. On a clan mech, 2 of them generally leave the tubes first, and then the remaining go streaming out in a succession like a ciclet rate. So that is the difference. So it's easy to see on the battlefield which one is an inner spear and which one is a clan mech, because the inner spear missiles are all firing in a group, in a cluster, and you can see that all the time. If you see a stream of missiles going out, 100% of the time, without fail, that is going to be a clan mech. And the other thing you're going to see when they fly through the air, you'll start to notice a little bit of a difference if you watch closely, that the inner spear's indirect fire actually flies at a lower height. Now, maybe the benefit of that is that they get there slightly quicker. It doesn't really show that way as far as the numbers and the speed, the time of flight. But the benefit that the inner spear mech has is that they actually go up higher in the air and thus come down at a steeper angle, which means when somebody's in cover, you might actually be able to get some hits on them, versus most of the hits on a clan mech hitting the cover or the ground around it. Now, obviously, the benefit of having the clan missile system is that because it's chain firing them out, it's not as much of a heat rush. It's still about the same amount of heat overall, but it is separated out. Whereas on the inner spear mech, all the heat is concentrated at the moment that the missiles all fire. They all fire at the same time, therefore all the heat is at the same time. So that is something to consider as well. Now, between the two mechs, I have my obvious favorite, but I'm going to let you decide which one you like the best, and we're going to go ahead and look at the build of the mechs and see the quirks and the features. By the way, the first thing I want to note is the way these things are laid out. So if you look at this from the side torso, it actually has about the same footprint as far as side spots and targets that you can hit as the Shadowcat does. It's a little bit taller in this range here, but overall it fits the same amount of space. This couldn't be confused, as an example, with like a Blackjack, which is a much narrower profile than the Uziel or the Shadowcat. But it's just an example. So let's take a look at this guy. So as you can see, as I mentioned, it has 2 LRM-15s It has a pair of jump jets, and it has two energy points. In this case, I had them running ER mediums before, but I decided to go with the medium X-Pulse lasers because you get that faster fire rate, and that little extra fire rate that's a little bit quicker, even though it's doing less damage, could be the deciding vote between winning a match and losing a match. It's happened to me many times on a catapult where I had my medium X-Pulse or my small X-Pulse lasers, and it allowed me to get that extra little bit of damage that was able to finish the match and win the battle. Kind of like having an edge, essentially. This guy here has 70 armor in the front, 2 in the rear, 21, and basically everything else is maxed out as far as armor all the way around. It is running an XL engine, and the difference between an XL engine on a clan mech and an interspear mech simply comes to one simple statement. If a clan mech loses a torso, it's not the end of the world. If the interspear mech loses a torso, it's the end of the world. You lose a torso on a interspear mech with an XL engine, the game is over for you. You are a spectator at this point. So you do have to be a little bit more careful in that regard, but so far it hasn't been that big of a deal on the medium and heavy mechs for me. Assault mechs, it's a big deal. So let's go ahead and take a look at the meat and potatoes of this build. So you can see I'm pretty much maxed out on armor for tonnage. And what do we got here? We've got a heat management of 1.26. We have a firepower of 32. And we have a speed of 97.2. Now, part of the reason why this is going to have a lower firepower than the Shadowcat, which is at 42, is because these don't do near as much damage in the initial volley. But the big advantage that they do have is their cooldown is really, really fast. It's 0.2. So that means you're going to be able to get those firing more often. The downside that they have is they have a very, very limited range. And what I mean by that is the optimum range on these is 180. Now, in interest of saving time and energy explaining it, essentially where these come into range, the inner spheres go out of range, or the LRMs go out of range. So there's that benefit there. So if they're too close for your missiles to work, these are going to work. We come down and look at the meat and potatoes. Firepower. If you have ballistic on here, you're going to get a minus 15. You're going to get a cooldown overall on the mech of minus 20%. If you ran rotary autocannons, the jam chance reduction is minus 40, which is really nice. Missile spread, you're getting minus 10. Range, plus 10. Intersphere machine gun rate of fire, you're getting plus 50%. I'm not running them right now, but we'll see what time says later on. Base armor for survival. You're getting plus 13 center torso, left and right torso plus 13. Left and right arm, you're getting plus 8. And then center torso structure, you're getting plus 8. And then left and right torso plus 8 as well. So you're getting some pretty decent numbers out of this, and it's going to give you some pretty decent armor overall. And I feel like this is probably a really good build design for this mech. It's going to give you some jump jets so you can maneuver around a little bit better. It's going to give you some long-range weapons and some short-range weapons, and it's going to give you plenty of ammo and really good heat management overall. Moving on to the Shadowcat. Now, when we look at the Shadowcat once again, just like the Uziel, your weapons are up high, and you're getting some really good use out of them. And these are separated out, so you're going to be able to do doors and corners probably a little bit better. But once again, if you lose your left and right arm, you're basically a walking stick. You don't have any defensive weapons whatsoever, so take that into account. There's very few matches that go on where I don't lose a left or right arm. And if you lose both, once again, it's really kind of a bad day, because you can't really do anything effective anymore. Usually when you lose an arm, it ends up you lose a torso to go with it. It's just some crazy thing. The benefit that this mech has, as far as not losing those, is you have mask built in, which makes you a little bit quicker on the battlefield. And the jump jets on these are significantly better than what you're getting on the same overall build on the Uziel. So you have better maneuverability and speed and better maneuverability in jump jets. Looking into the mech. As I mentioned, these are all the original omnipods, so you're going to see when you click on these that everything is in the gold. That means everything is good. So I have 2 ER medium lasers on board. I have LRM 15s with Artemis, and the one thing we haven't talked about is this also has clan ECM, which the Innersphere doesn't have ECM whatsoever, nor is it capable of it. So you're getting some big advantages on the battlefield, being able to have ECM and mask, which are the 2 features that the Innersphere equivalent does not have. Also, if you notice the armor is significantly less. Even with this pushed all the way to 1 in the rears, you only have 59 armor here and 62 armor here. So your armor is significantly less than that of the Innersphere compartment or counterpart. This is 62 versus 70. So that's a big deal there. And as far as the legs go, they're pretty similar overall. Looking at the meat and potatoes, we're maxed out on all the armor that we possibly can. Heat management is 1.23, which is not as good as the 1.27 on the Uziel. Firepower is given at 42 and does have better range on the ER mediums. However, they don't fire nearly as often. The other one has a cooldown of 0.2, and this one has a cooldown of about 0.95. So it's going to take you a little bit, or excuse me, of 3.3. So you have to wait 3.3 seconds in between fire, whereas the other one is every 0.2 seconds. So even though these deliver 6 damage, you can see that you're going to be able to do a lot more damage in close quarters with those small X-pulse lasers. So there's an advantage right there. And then the speed is given at 97. They're both doing the same. Now when we come down here and look at the quirks, we're getting an XP bonus of 2.5. Yay. Fire power, we're getting energy cooldown of -10. Cooldown in general, -7.5. So that's actually an energy cooldown of -17.5. You're also getting a missile cooldown of -10, which is essentially a missile cooldown of -17.5 as well. You're getting a heat of -7.5 reduction. And then for survival, center torso base armor, we're getting +8. Left and right torso +8, left and right arm, and left and right leg also a +8. Now additionally, we're getting some mobility features here. We're getting torso yaw speed a +10, deceleration +10, and acceleration of +10, and jump jet heat, jet's heat of -20%. So you can see how this is going to be a little bit more mobile on the battlefield, having ECM, mask, and the better jump jets that the Uziel does not have. In addition, you're also getting these additional mobility features and better heat management on the overall for the jump jets. In addition, you're also getting a cooldown which allows you to fire your weapons more often on the battlefield. And being able to fire them more often means you will go through more ammo that way, but the benefit is also that it equates to getting more damage on the battlefield and maybe even more kills. So you can see why I'm a big fan of the Shadowcat. Now between the two, my favorite is going to be the Shadowcat. But I wanted to do a fair comparison, and I've been running some matches, and I'm going to let you see those matches coming up. Between the two mechs, they have very similar features as far as the skill tree goes. I'm just going to go over each one individually. So we're going to do the Shadowcat first. So we have a full range feature on the Shadowcat. We have a heat generation, and we're doing, what is this, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 nodes there into heat management. And it's because I'm using the jump jets a lot on the Shadowcat, and because of that cooldown of 17.5, I'm also using a lot more heat, creating more heat, that is. I have a laser duration reduction also on here. I'm not using the missile rack for the basically because I feel like I have plenty of ammo, and I wanted to use those towards other features on the mech, specifically cooling down the energy weapons. Being able to get your energy weapons fired and on target and reducing the duration so you don't have to keep them on target as long also equates to having more armor. And that's the next part we're going to talk about after the missile feature. So I've got a tighter spread and more chances of doing high explosive. Survival. Skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, all maxed out. 2 points in overheat damage, because believe it or not, it does get hot. Shock absorbance. Absolutely kind of a must if you have jump jets. It's kind of a no-brainer for me. Cool run and heat containment, because I am running override all the time. And I have a seismic sensor built in on board, and because this has ECM, I'm only taking advantage of these features here, and honestly, I don't know if I really would care all that much about the sensor range, because I'm going to be jumping around the battlefield quite a bit, and I don't know if it's really going to give me that benefit. This is one of the few LRM boats I have that doesn't have target decay on here. And it's because I'm not more of a stationary target. When I'm more of a stationary target and I'm not using jump jets, I have the target decay on here, but otherwise I'm using those features for better heat management and for the laser features. I use my lasers quite a bit. And I'm running 2 cool shots in a UAV. When we jump over to the Uziel and we look at the skills tree, once again it's fairly similar. I have maxed out range. I have 7 points into heat generation. I'm not doing anything with this because the energy weapons really don't take any benefit of having a laser duration reduction, at least that I've seen. But I am running full missile rack, missile spread, and heat containment. Skeletal density, armor hardening, reinforced casing, and 1 point in overheat damage. The jump jets, because the jump jets are kind of lacking, I feel, on the Uziel, I am running lift speed increase and shock absorbers because I feel like it comes down a little bit harder. Cool run and heat containment, definitely, because I'm once again running with override on. Seismic sensor and full radar target decay with sensor range also on here as well. No radar deprivation whatsoever. I feel like this sits as more of a stationary target, and having my jump jets is nice, but because they don't work nearly as good as the Shadowcat, I don't use them nearly as often, but I do use them. And once again, 2 cool shots on the UAV. So between the two, let the matches show you which one is doing better, but I can tell you that I have been running this guy. I've done about 10 matches in this guy, and I feel like the Shadowcat just does a better job with this overall layout design. Even though this has better armor and it does have this nice upper body energy weapon here, I just feel like the Shadowcat just does a better job with this overall design of a build. It is just an absolute terror on the battlefield, and I know that if I see a Shadowcat on the battlefield, if that guy's even half the player that I am in a Shadowcat, he is going to rip crap up on the battlefield. Trust me, I know this.
They hit the roof.
They're on the hump. Or at least I got one.
Echo 6, 5-6.
Yep.
Do you need extra help at the hump?
I'm checking them out right now, so I'll let you know.
Roger.
I mean,
If our test counter goes up by 1, they're there.
Target spotted.
I'm gonna go with the fact there's a charger that, yes, they're there. Probably not the best thing in the world, seeing as I have a build for that, it's kind of funny.
Target spotted.
Give me a clean line of sight, I got enough for 18
I am
volleys.
just seeing the charger.
Target spotted.
They got a sniper out on the island too.
Cool.
Keep it up. Target spotted.
You think anybody can spot him? I got, like I said, I got 18 volleys here. It's all on y'all.
I need help, Charlie.
Target spotted.
I'm moving too.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
5%. Fuel at 0%.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
We're gonna need more than just me here.
New target acquired.
All out of range.
Target spotted.
Acquired.
They're going to the tunnel. We got a lot of bullshit here.
Target
New
spotted.
target acquired.
You guys need help in the tunnel yet or no?
I'm running to the tunnel.
Above
I'll
it.
be more
Above
effective
it.
there.
New target acquired. At 25%. New target
Yeah, we can get
acquired.
right up here.
This is the longest I've ever been alive in my piranha.
New target acquired.
I can't believe Alpha's still alive.
Yep, there we go. Tried to help you guy, I'm sorry.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Fox is a Ryan V. Be very careful. It has as much armor as a stone rhino.
Right leg critical damage.
I won't lie, that's not really saying a whole lot.
25%. New target acquired. Target destroyed.
Nice.
New target acquired.
I like something.
New target
I was
acquired.
gonna say, sorry about the flank guy. I tried to help out the guy, I really did.
Target acquired.
I'm in a stalker, not really built your close for like that.
Enemy forces at 75%.
Target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired. 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Yeah, they just get dropped on it on the back.
Yeah, they're taking us apart.
I mean, I've never seen a winning game through the valley like that. Not through that, not a Hill 6, Top 6.
Oh, it's just me? Shit.
UAV activated.
Well, they already know I'm here anyway.
New target acquired. Critical damage.
This is Clan Command.
Yeah,
Spawn.
that's a good game. This map tends to be pretty one-sided regardless.
It was a good death. Hey, my score still went up. Got a light mech coming in at Charlie 4.
Affirmative.
Delta 4 now. Wow, he's moving fixed.
Target acquired.
Nice link.
Mine. Boy, that was dumb. Hey, Charlie 4, we got a whole bunch more.
Target acquired.
Must have been past his bedtime.
Affirmative.
Warning incoming.
Negative.
somebody to play as a hag.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Nice arty strike.
Arctic strike on that hill back up.
Target spotted.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Damn.
Warning incoming missile.
Target spotted.
New
Target
target
spotted.
acquired.
CT on Echo.
Being captured.
Yep. Echo's prime.
Target destroyed.
That goes post.
Base is being captured.
Thank you. Our base is falling.
Target spotted.
Base 25.
I'll turn around.
Captured.
You need some help back there? You're
There's
right.
at least 2 people on our base. Yeah, it's falling fast.
Base is being captured.
Target spotted.
Base is
Put an
being
artillery on it.
captured. Enemy base is being
I don't have any.
Target
I
spotted.
think there's 2 on there.
Target acquired.
I got a catapult coming in.
Enemy
It's a
base
Joker.
is being captured.
He's got a friend right above him on the bridge. There's 3 mechs in Echo 4.
New target acquired. UAV activated. Out of bounds.
I'm not gonna survive very long.
New target acquired. At 25%. Fuel at 0%.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Juliet's 1 shot.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Affirmative.
New target
Kilo's been fresh still. It's only a
Got a lock
Bushwacker.
on Kilo if anyone's gonna shoot missiles. He's open center mass.
Get out of here.
0%.
Mechwarrior.
So I'm on now.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
That's all my ammo. Try and give the UCM cover if I can get to before you die.
Ooh, 1 shot on Fox.
Target destroyed.
Nice.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. At 25%. Fuel at 0%. New target acquired.
Delta in the open.
Target spotted.
Right torso.
Fuel at
Oh, he doesn't have a right torso.
At 25%.
Target spotted.
At 25%. Fuel at 0. Incoming missile. Left arm critical damage.
Target spotted.
Incoming missile.
Nice work.
GG's, guys. Good call-outs.
Yeah, great comms, everybody. Yoda.
Fuel at 0%.
The jump jets on this thing suck. Be careful going to Delta 2. They're going to be rolling in there hard.
Target spotted.
Of course, if we had comms, it'd make a big difference.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I already had a mouthful of chips.
That's okay. Delta 3 is definitely hot. We might as well just all go into Delta 3 together.
They're all there.
Target spotted.
Acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Fox has definitely got some stuff on him.
New target. UAV activated.
I can't believe I was shooting you on accident. Sorry about that, man.
I'm sure he's okay with it.
There are two of the exact same mech.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Oh, I feel so bad. I can't believe I shot my own teammate.
That goes pretty jacked up.
I need some assistance. Little fucker came over the top.
Target
25%
destroyed.
of the enemies
New
are
target acquired. Major torso critical.
I'm working on Alpha.
Oh, they all just came in and fucked me, so whatever.
Image enhancement engaged.
It's not over yet. Thank you.
New target.
any more soldiers.
see Alpha, go for his left leg. It's open red. I can't take any more of him. He's in Delta 3.
Good job, soldiers.
Good job, team.
Great job, guys. I had fun with a Panther in one match where I took off both of his arms, one leg, and I started playing with his torso, and he had an XL, so that was the end of that. Great job. I bet this guy in the Archer did really well. Oh, I would have thought he did better than that. Oh, that was a different thing. Archer. There we go. 850. Nice job.
At 25%. Target acquired. New target acquired.
This map must be a sniper's wet dream.
What? The pink one?
New target acquired.
Yeah, the Stone Rhino in pink is not a good choice.
Target spotted.
Boy, we're feisty today. Jesus.
Someone here
I
in
think I would
J9
prefer
is peeping
pink
over the
to
top.
like poo
Target
green.
spotted. Target spotted.
Vindicator just over the edge.
Working on Charlie.
J9.
He's done.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
H is in the valley, and he's got his back to you guys.
Need assistance. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Target
Spotted.
discovered.
Need some help with the Vindicator.
Acquired. New target acquired.
That Hellbringer's a pain in the butt.
Warning, incoming missile. New target acquired. Incoming missile. New target acquired.
Alpha's still really fresh. Fox is hurt. He's down to one leg.
Clean up the
Target destroyed.
Nice. Uno mas. That's that guy
Target
way back there.
acquired. Ammo depleted.
Oh, I'm out of ammo.
We've lost half our force. We can't lose any more soldiers.
We should maybe group up so we don't run at them one at a time. No,
Nah.
The ground forces. We're detecting no more hostiles. Good job, soldiers.
That would have made sense. He's probably telling his team, I can't believe they're running at me one at a time. That was not a bad match. That's the second time I've played this mech. 2 matches so far. 5 components destroyed. 548 damage, 7 assists, 1 kill. Just a killing blow though. Not bad, not bad. We had some good players today too. Irby, of course, he always does good.